So there was a policy reversal about wearing masks out in Oregon, in Lincoln County. Now, there was an order put out in Lincoln County for people to wear face masks in public, except, and I'm just reading it as they said, people of color. They didn't have to wear it, but if you was a white person, you had to wear a mask. So, of course, a lot of white people got upset by that. And they were saying that, hey, wait a minute, why I'm forced to wear a mask, but they're not? And they said, well, the reasoning was racial profiling. Now, instead of you dealing with the racial profiling, you rather say, look, black folks, you're exempt from wearing a mask during the pandemic because of racial profiling. See, you guys know racial profiling is the issue and a problem. And instead of you dealing with it and criminalizing it and calling it a hate crime, because racial profiling, especially by police, is a hate crime to black people, because you're doing everything based on the color of someone's skin. You rather say, black folks, you don't have to wear a mask at all because we know you're going to deal with some illegal activity, which is racial profiling by police, store owners, etc. So a lot of white folks got upset. A lot of white folks called in, even black folks called in. They called in and say, hey, wait a minute, why aren't we supposed to be wearing a mask? Then some of them say, hey, you're going to make us a target of hate and backlash and everything. We had nothing to do with it. So a lot of people called in constantly. I disagreed with that 100% because black folks need to be wearing masks too. Black folks do not need to be exempt from wearing any kind of mask. So you're making white people wear masks and black people be exposed? That doesn't make sense. If you're going to slow the spread or something, black folks got to wear it too. So I don't understand that. See, you rather risk black people's health to stop white supremacy. That's the problem that I have with the whole thing. And everybody had a right to go in on y'all about that. So y'all had to reverse course, okay? So they were saying that the policy that was specific to non-whites, right? You say, and they said they were worrying about the racial profile and harassment in public, you know, with black folks with this. So we stated earlier, I mean, they acknowledging they got a problem over there, but they don't want to do nothing about it whatsoever. So when they reversed this policy, they said they were shocked and appalled at the volume of horrifically racist commentary we received regarding this policy exception, and said the vitriol that county leadership, staff, and community partners have been subjected to is unprecedented all this month, only after the death of George Floyd. So now they said Lincoln County's population is 89.6% white and only 0.9% black. And according to the census, say the state's population is 86.7% white and 2.2% black. Now, let me talk about why that is. Do you know Oregon? And you can look up your history because they're not going to teach you this in school. Oregon was one of the states they say was a white-only state in the beginning. Like no black folks in Oregon whatsoever. Clearly, they say this is an all-white state. And if you look at it to this day, it's still predominantly white. My thing is, they can have it. I don't want no Oregon. They can have that, right? But you barely had 1% of the population, which is black folks, which I always told y'all before, that's a dangerous number for y'all. I'm not going to stay anywhere. I don't care what you say, because I know this country. I know how they are. I know how you get down with racism. I'm not staying anywhere that says it's 89.6% Mzungu. I'm not doing it because I already know what's going to happen. And it's only like 0.9% black folk. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it whatsoever. It's not happening. And then the whole state, you only got 2.2% black people. Black folks don't need to be there. It ain't enough of you there anyway. Why are you there? And then when something happened to you, you're like, I don't know why this happened to me. You ain't figured that out by now? I mean, you got all these black folks in the South that you can come live around, but you want to be way up there in a state, once again, that started off to say this is a white-only state. But yeah, them folks got mad and they got pissed off and everything, so they had to reverse course. My thing is, I don't see why you want to risk black folks like that. I don't know why. But you know you got a problem up there. That's why I say to black folks, lead in places like that, Oregon and all these different. Why? Why are you there? I don't understand it. Some people say, well, I got a good job up here, this and that. your safety is more important. It's definitely more important. So they had to reverse course on this rule because they were just dealing with a lot of backlash, and we understand that. But that's crazy. The original thought process on this was, I know black folks are going to be harassed. I know black folks are going to be racially profiled. So let me make sure to exempt them so they don't have to deal with this. That's your problem that you need to solve there. And you know you got a big problem because there's so many of them over there that agree with racial profiling and harassment, and you know it. It is something that you need to really be thinking about in that area. But leave me a comment, guys. Let me just think about the situation, over there. And let me ask you a question, brothers and sisters. Could you live anywhere that there's only 1% of you somewhere and it's about 90% Mzungu? Could you? Let me know.